Assalamu alaikum, this is Abdul Wakil Nazari and I would like to welcome you to the third lecture of organization development. Today we are going to talk about what is organization development. As we have started organization development from the challenges we have discussed and the growth and relevancy, and lecture number 2 we have discussed. We highlighted the factors, what are the factors affecting your organization, and we highlighted the trends that affect or reshape or redefine the work of your organization. It's lecture number 2. We discussed that how globalization can affect, how information technology can affect, and how managerial innovation can help out to be survival in the market. Today, in this lecture, I would like to discuss about what is organization development is. Organization development start with a question. Simple question, if I ask you, what makes one organization a winner? A question that I put in front of you. That what makes an organization a winner? It means that if you look around yourself and observe the successful companies, why they are succeeded in the market, what is the cause, the reason behind that, what are the factors that leads all those organizations toward successful. And right now you observe them and they are in a top ranking, they succeeded. How? What the activities that they are doing that they are that much successful today, and why, and whereas another fails to make use of the same opportunities, why another company, another businesses, they are not avail that opportunity to be succeeded. What is the reason? Definitely some pros and cons are there. If the question is that what makes one organization a winner and whereas another fails to make use of the same opportunities, the answer is the key to survival and success lies not in a rational and quantitative approach. If you can look at this sentence, that the key to survival and success lies not in a rational and quantitative approaches. Your rational and quantitative decision making will not lead you toward your success, but rather in commitment in irrational. You have to be an irrational decision maker. You have to be an irrational decision maker because it's difficult to measure things like a people, quality customer services, quality and customer service. Now, irrational decision making, how irrational? For example, look, just make a comparison. For example, if you buy something in European countries, let's suppose you want to buy something. You consume that product. After some time, after the consumption of that product, you just feel that there is a default. The product has some problem, and you went back to that store and you tell to the salesman or the owner of the store that this product has some problems. The same situation happened in your Asian countries. If you get a product in Asian country of any store, the same situation, the same thing happened, and you went back to the store. What do you think? Two circumstances were here. In Europe countries, do you think they will give you a new package, a new product of that what you have defaulted, the product which is defaulted with you, and whether they return and they'll give you a brand new one? Yes, yeah, no. Definitely it comes to your mind that yes, of course they will, return back, and they'll give you a brand new one. Because of what? Because of they distribute it. They will give you the brand new. But who give you? A salesman. The salesman has a power that he return, and he get that defaulted product back and give you a brand new one without asking from anyone. Now in here, what is that? No needs of to ask a question from the top management, because they already legitimate the power. They already transfer their power. Now, if you come back here in Asian country, a salesman have no power to take any decisions. Your main power have no power to take any rational decision, any decision behind of you, because the last decision will hold with the top management. But in Europe, they have the top management not holding the full decisions. They believe on their main power. They believe on their line managers or their employees. But unfortunately, in here we have lack of belief. That's why our main power employees cannot make a rational decision. We always looking towards someone, because there is no employee involvement. Now, if there is employee involvement, definitely when you involve your employees in decision making, you ask for their decision, and you distribute the power to your employees, and you give them value. So that definitely, ultimately, they will be committed. Now, is a positive relationship. There's a positive relationship, employee involvement and employee commitment. When you involve your employee, ultimately the commitment will be there. When you not give a value, involvement means asking for their decisions, give them value. Involvement means give them value. When you give them values, ultimately there will be commitment. They will work harder and harder, and they will be strongly connected with your organization, and they give full potential to your organization. They work with a full potential. That is the truth. When you involve your employees, so ultimately you get the committed people. Now, committed, they work harder and lead your organization toward success. That is a true key to successful change. Involvement create commitment. Commitment where people will, when when they will be committed, so they will work harder and harder, and they'll lead your organization toward successful. Now, let's define organization. Let's define organization. Define organization development. The word organization development refers to something about organization developing them. Two words are in here. Number one, let's take an organization and development. So we start from organization. An organization is a plain coordination of activities of a number of people for the achievement of some common explicit purpose of goal through division of labor and functions and through hierarchy of authority and responsibilities. You might have heard this definition. Organization where a group of people, they come together and they work to achieve a common objective. That's what this organization is. What is development then? Development is the act and process, result or state of being developed. Now in here, many people, they have a misconception of development is the growth. They link development with the growth. That is a misconception. Growth is something, whether you do or you do not do anything, growth will comes. Like for example, if you went to a graveyard, you see a grave today, 10 graves are today, but after some time when you went there, again you see more than 10 as you reach 100. Now that is a growth. You cannot call that as development. Right? Development is the act of process. Result or state of being developed, which enhance to enhance something. Like it means to advance, to promote the growth of, and to evolve the responsibility of, and to further, to improve, to enhance something, to bring changes. Or we can say that if a simple word, we can say to bring betterment. When you combine these two words, organization, we are a group of people, they work together to achieve a common objective. Where development means to enhance, to advance something. When you make it together, when you combine these two words together, suggest that organization development is the act and process or result of furthering, advancing and promoting the growth of organization. So according to this definition, as we look at that, we can say that according to this definition, organization development is anything done for the better an organization. Why we are doing development? Why we are bring variation? Why we are bring changes? Why we incorporating changes in the organization? Whether it's in a structure base, whether it's in a hierarchical base, whether in the behavior base, whether it's a departmental or individual or group holistically. So why we are going toward that change? The core concept is to bring betterment, to make it better, the organization to make it better. Why we are bringing changes? To make it, to adopt the opportunities from the market, to adopt the opportunities. Wherever they see opportunities in the market, that's why we make change internally to adopt the external opportunities. Now that's why we are going toward organization development. Organization development is concerned for bringing changes, variation in the different sectors for the sake of advancement and bettering or promoting the growth of organization. It can refer to almost anything done in organizational context that enhances the organization. A manager, can take a step, can take an action. Look. Hiring a person with unusual skills. Firing incompetent people. That's what development is. You are hiring a competent person for your organization. That competent persons lead that, the competent persons will help out to accelerate your organization toward the success. Now firing an incompetent person. Now incompetent person, what will you do with incompetent person? Definitely you're being fired. You're hiring instead of that person a competent person. Now incompetent person will not accelerate your organization. Also de-accelerate your organization toward failure. Merging. Why are we going toward the merging with another organization? Now, sometimes managers can take decisions or take a decisions of what? For decision of merging with another organization for sake of survival. Installing computer. They've finished the traditional work and computerized work should going to start. Removing computer. No need of computer. Is there need of buy a new plant, and many so on. You are taking decisions that the decisions that would be more over proactive decisions, which is for the betterment of your organization, for the betterment of your survival. If you define now, Richard Backyard defined that organization development is an effort. He defined is an effort of planned organization might manage from the top, increase the organization effectiveness and health through planned intervention to the organization process using behavioral science knowledge. As he discussed that, 5 points. Is an effort that we have. Organization development will not come suddenly. It is a planned change. We make a planning for that. It is not a sudden change. It will applicable with the organization wide, overall, holistically applicable. The top management is there. Without concerning of top management, and interventions or new changes will not be incorporated. Why we bring changes? For the sake of organization, to increase the organization effectiveness and health. The intervention will be with the intervention that changes the organization process using behavioral science knowledge. It will be used behavioral science. This definition, the main concern that this definition, this is the Richard Backyard contribution. That OD is an effort of planned, organization-wide, is managed from the top for the sake of increased effectiveness. The intervention will be behavioral science intervention. Now, this the last definition. This is the main definition. We will explore this definition furthermore in upcoming and chapter number 2 in coming class. We are going to explore it individually. Planned, organization-wide, manage from top, increase effectiveness, planned intervention. What are these things? We explore more and more in upcoming classes. Analysis of definitions suggests that OD is not just anything done to the better an organization. There's particular kind of change process designed to bring about particular kind of results. It is not only concerned, if you analyze the above definition, we can say that it is not only concerned to bring for the betterment organization. So it is also a particular kind of change. We want to bring a particular kind of change process designed to bring about particular kind of result as we expect it. Somehow we expectations comes in here. We expecting that with this result we are expecting. For that result we are bringing changes. For particular type of expectation we bring a particular area of interventions. And here chapter number 1 is ended. Now let me again explain it. What we have studied, we started from challenges. That what are the challenges are facing any organization in the current market. We studied the challenges. Our focus on the challenges, that's why to generate the ideology or theme that why we are going to study organization development. We started from the challenges in order to make you aware that the challenges are there. That's why we are studying organization development, for the sake of to handle these challenges. That's why we are going to study about organization development. As we discussed that in chapter number 1, there is a political changes, economical changes, social changes. These are the challenges, social challenges. These are the challenges which affect directly your organization. Now, the factors we have studied, all those factors which affect on your organization. In chapter number 2, we discussed about growth and relevancy. As we said that a company cannot be, the company cannot survive unless and until incorporate the changes what comes from the externally, that is globalization, information technology, and managerial innovation. If you didn't handle, but you cannot control these challenges, because these are the challenges whether you want or you don't want, that will affect, that increases day by day increases, but that will affect on your organization. But you cannot control, but you have to deal with that challenges. But you have to change yourself change yourself according to that challenges in order for the sake of survival. The main concern is to survive. Change, what we are talking about, bringing change in your organization for the sake of survival, to survive in the market. If you remember the Nokia company was top ranking, was into top ranking. Why he declined? Why that company demolished? Why that company demolished? The reason of the company did not change itself. That's why they are disappeared. So some other day I'll tell you the full case study of Nokia, and I'll tell you how Nokia, where Nokia failed and why that Nokia company did not adopt new changes. So our lecture is end of here. Inshallah, see you in the next second lecture. Stay tuned.